advice, but I mean, you're dabbling in all these different things as far as showbiz goes. You never asked him for any kind of advice.
The closest thing that I, that would come in that category, and that wasn't like I was asking for advice. It was more of asking for sympathy.
Yeah.
I was in Cleveland, right, and I did a show with Mike Epps. I opened for him, and when I went on stage, the audience booed me immediately. As soon as they said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Murphy," and I went on stage, I was used to hearing "Yay!" But tonight I walk out and they go, "Boo!"
Oh my man! Before you even say a word?
Before I say one word, right? So I'm going, "Well, what's wrong?" And they, boo, boo, boo. And I heard somebody go all the way in the back. You ain't had it. Oh. So now I'm thinking, they think I'm gonna come out and try to be Eddie Murphy. You know? So now I'm getting angry. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not gonna even allow me to try to entertain you? So then I had to turn it into the other Charlie Murphy, and I told them how I felt about them.
Oh, of course.
So that's what made it really crazy out of hand. But then I left the stage. I act like it didn't bother me. But of course, 4,500 people going, boo, would bother anybody.
You get that every morning.
I went in the back.
Faces,
I went in the back. I drank a tall glass of vodka.
That's an interesting question. Do you always deal with an expectation? As far as your brother goes?
I think. No, I don't think that I'm conscious of it if it's there now. I don't deal with expectations now because I've proven myself.
Sure, absolutely.
Back then when this happened, I had just started doing stand-up. I wasn't really comfortable in front of an audience yet. I hadn't really found my voice and where I really believed it myself like I believe now. So it was different, and that's kind of probably why that happened. And I had to go through that trial of fire. Any comedian will tell you, you're not a comedian until you get booed.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't a real comedian until you bomb. And that night I went out, and that happened to me actually. But making the story short, I got back to the hotel after drinking my tall glass of vodka and called him up. It's now like 3 o'clock in the morning in L.A. Now, he's like, what do you want? Yo, man, I got booed off the stage tonight.
You didn't say anything?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard what you said. Yeah, man, I got booed up the stage. Yo, who do you think you are, man? What? Who do you think you are? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, Richard Pryor got booed up the stage. Eddie Murphy got booed up the stage. Chris Rock got booed up the stage. In fact, every comedian I know that's good got booed up the stage. So I'm going to ask you again. Who do you think you are? I just call you later.
No sympathy at all.
That's just how it went. Yeah. And for the next hour, I'm sitting in the room looking at the mirror like an idiot, But that was a lesson, man. And the lesson that was taught was always be humble about your approach to this, because don't take it for granted, man. It don't have to be you.
Yeah.
It could be somebody else. So don't ever take it for granted, and always have some fear when you walk out there, because that's part of the respect for the audience, man. You don't go out there like, yes, and everyone's now going to smell my armpits and love it. That can't be your attitude, man.
Yeah, otherwise your name would be Michael Richards.
There you go.
Exactly, it could be turned into Michael Richards, just like that, overnight.
Double D and Glenn were hanging out with Charlie Murphy this morning, and we found out during the song, big Nick fan, Charlie Murphy. We're talking a little bit. Nick, so what do you think this year? What do you think of the new coach? Think they're going to have success with the run and gun offense?
Let's be straight on something before we go any further with this.
Yeah.
I like the Knicks, but I'm a big Celtic fan.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, I can't diss my boys. I'm a big Celtic fan, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because right now they're the toughest team on the East Coast.
Definitely.
I don't just look at one team on the East Coast. I look at all of them. The Knicks is good, and they just got to get it together, man. Start working more as a machine.
Well, I look at it as the Celtics just a few years ago were the worst team in the league, like the Knicks are.
Yeah, they get Garnett.
Exactly, exactly. And the same thing can happen for the Knicks. It could be that one player you put in the mix, it pulls it all together.
That is Charlie Murphy. He took the ride all the way out to Medford this morning. We really appreciate it. He's playing the Nokia Theater, Times Square, Saturday night at 7 o'clock. If you want to buy tickets, 212-930-1940. But we're going to give away a pair right now. Is that cool with you?
That's cool with me, man. Let's do it.
13th caller, 955 WRCN. Charlie, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, man. Anytime.
Big up to Memphis.
It's 7:51.